The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Sonic Web Studios specializes in custom web design, app development, social networking, search engine optimization, domain registration, email marketing, online stores, and more. Since our birth, we have been designing and developing immaculate websites and providing web solutions which are a cut above the rest. As a leading web designing enterprise, we have a team of extremely talented web designers who are well-focused and have the experience of working on multiple web developing platforms such as PHP, Magento, Custom WordPress, and more. Sonic Web Studios has been helping businesses of all kinds, whether big, small, established, or startup, impress their audiences with exemplary web solutions. We don't just create beautiful and functional websites. We give you a complete online solution with the main goal of enhancing your yearly revenues. We aim to give your business the online exposure and brand acknowledgement that will help you in achieving increased conversions leading to profitable sales. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention the Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Hey everybody, it's Mike from the Mike Wagner Show. It's time to give a shout out to our official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international award-winning author Mian Mohsen Zia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, then you'll love Missing by Mian Mohsen Zia. Available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. It takes place in 4 countries with 2 strangers and 1 target where truth is an illusion and those you love will be the first to go missing. It's available in paperback and ebook on Amazon. Missing by Mian Mohsen Zia has garnered great reviews and is even loved by Hollywood celebrities including Joanna Cassidy, Forbes Riley, and many others. So grab your copy today. Order Missing by Mian Mohsen Zia, now available at Amazon.
It's now time for the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartradio, YouTube, iTunes, Anchor FM, Radio Public, and the MikeWagnerShow.com. Mike brings you great guests and interesting people from all across the globe. So sit back, relax, and enjoy another great episode of the Mike Wagner Show.
Hey everybody, it's Mike from the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Looking at a professional website without breaking your budget? Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs at below the competition rate. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, time to give a shout-out to our official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international award-winning author Mian Mohsen Zia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, you love Missing by Mian Mohsen Zia. Available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. Takes place in 4 countries, 2 strangers, and 1 target, where truth is an illusion and those you love be the first to go missing. It's available on paperback and ebook on Amazon. Missing by Mian Mohsen Zia has garnered great reviews and even loved and endorsed by Hollywood celebrities, including Joanna Cassidy, Forbes Riley, and many others. So grab your copy today before it goes missing by Mian Mohsen Zia, available on Amazon. Also, The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on themikewagnershow.com. You can check our Facebook page at facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, Audible, and Apple. Coming soon to Podbean, Buzzsprout, Pandora, and TuneIn, and heard worldwide on Geo 7, Radio Public, Himalaya, and more. Take The Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to The Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel, and follow The Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. And don't forget to support The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com. And also, you can support us on Anchor FM and PayPal. For great gift ideas and more, go to Amazon.com/The Mike Wagner Show. And for more great gift ideas, including T-shirts, pop sockets, hoodies, and great books by Mian Mohsen Zia, go to Amazon.com/Mian Mohsen Zia and order today. We're here with a terrific TV, film actress, model, author, renowned Pitbull advocate, and loving stepmom. She appeared on the hit sci-fi shows Face Off and Fox's Bones, and award-winning from Superbois, and she speaks out and exposes the abhorrent myths and about Pitbulls, and also creator of a web series called Neighborhood Watch and a spinoff called Wild Earth. And, of course, also has a book out called, a book series, should say, which is called A Tale of Two Pitties. And we're going to talk more about that. And live, ladies and gentlemen, from the Plus Studios in beautiful, sunny California. And with her Pitbull Pugsley, the co-star of A Tale of Two Pitties and more. Ladies and gentlemen, the very multi-talented and Pitbull-loving Dianne Scott. Dianne, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining us today.
Hello, Mike. How you doing? And also, Pugsley says, "Aroo."
Aroo! Aroo! Did you hear that, Pugsley?
Absolutely.
Pugsley.
Yeah.
Hey, Pugsley, can you hear me? Aroo!
No, he said,
Aroo!
"What's that? Oh, he said, yes, I can hear you."
Well, he goes, is that a Pitbull? Is Mike Wagner a Pitbull? I gotta look at Mike. In fact, I thought about we should have done this on Zoom, but next time I have you on, we'd like to have Pugsley and all his friends on too. But
Absolutely.
And anyway, we'll get started here since you're also a TV film actress, model, author, renowned Pitbull advocate. And of course, Pugsley knows you're also a loving stepmom. He also appeared on the hit sci-fi show Faceoff and Fox's Bones, an award-winning show from Superbois, and also you speak out and expose the abhorrent myths about Pitbulls, also creator of a web series called Neighborhood Watch and the spinoff called Wild Earth, and also featuring you about life-changing health improvements of dogs, plant-based nutrition, and a book we'll be talking further about called A Tale of Two Pitties, which is a book series. And before we get into all that, tell us how it first got started, Dianne.
That's all right.
I said, tell us how you first got started.
Oh, sorry. Let's see. How did I get started? That's a lot of things you listed there. Jeez. Okay. Where do I begin?
Well, Pugsley can help you. It's like,
Leslie,
hey,
what do you got to say about this, pal? Go ahead. You got the mic, sir.
Hey, I got a snack for you if you talk English. I'm kidding.
He's looking at me like I'm crazy right now, but he does that every day. Every day. So yeah, I guess let's start off with I'll start off with show business. How did I get started in show business? So having been an actress my whole life growing up, when I became a young adult, I somehow kind of slipped into the industry of modeling kind of accidentally, and I did that. I had a pretty successful career, got to travel to a lot of beautiful places, and then at some point I woke up one day when I was about 30 because I had a pretty long career, and I said, you know what, this isn't enough for me. Like I'd like to speak and use my voice, and I'm really talented, like just standing here being beautiful, wearing these amazing clothes, and it just wasn't enough for me, although it was extremely fun.
Mm-hmm.
So I started to seriously pursue acting, and then had some breaks and got some momentum, and then a whole bunch of other things started happening.
Mm-hmm.
Like you mentioned in your list, in that big old list.
Uh-huh.
So,
and of course, we'll talk about your hit sci-fi show Face Off as well too. We'll talk about that. It's an amazing show, by the way.
You've seen it? Absolutely, I love that show so much. I miss it. It's not on the air anymore, but man, that was quite an experience.
Mm-hmm. And of course, you can tell us a bit about that. And of course, you could also talk about Bones as well too. That was one of my favorites. Love that show.
Oh yeah, that was kind of my first break, and that was a pretty incredible experience working with those guys. Sci-fi. Have you actually seen that? Have you seen Sci-Fi? I'm sorry. Have you seen Face Off?
I've actually seen Face Off about a few episodes, and then
okay.
Of course, life gets in the way. You know that, of course. When you binge watch, something else comes up, either
Absolutely.
from honey, do this, honey, do that, or dog needs to go out, dog needs to go to vet, or something else happens, like, hey, let's go shopping or something like that. So
right, yeah, something always gets in the way. We all have ADD these days with all the different things grabbing our attention. Oh, I know I do.
Oh yeah, a doggy. Pugsley, what do you think about that? I'm sorry, go ahead.
He's agreeing. He agrees. Oh, squirrel. Yeah. So Face Off was really, really cool, just because. So what it's a sci-fi special effects makeup show, and I got to be transformed into these incredible creatures. Is the only way I can explain it. And I mean, you can't even recognize me in some of these episodes, and it was so much fun. But like some of these characters that they turned me into, these creatures, were just downright hideous. Like,
Oh my.
but it was so much fun, and that's obviously part of acting, is just embodying this completely different person apart from you. So yeah, that was a blast. And then
Go ahead. You're saying. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just going to talk about Superbois. That was really awesome. That was a film that was released recently, and that film is really special to me because it features a Pitbull and people with special needs.
Oh wow! Okay.
And those are two really, obviously the Pitbull part, but two really important topics to me, two important groups. I have a niece who has Down syndrome, and I just love being a part of this film and really shining a bright light on these two groups. And yeah, that was something special.
And it sounds a lot of fun as well, too, that you're also creator of a web series called Neighborhood Watch and the spinoff Wild Earth. And tell us more about that.
Yeah, so as Pugsley would tell you here, since Pugsley is my co-star in Neighborhood Watch, I created this web series kind of out of nowhere. So, Mike, you're a dog owner, and I'm guessing that your dog, you said she's a boxer mix, and she's 2. So does she like to look out the window and bark?
All the time, but yet disciplined. She does not dare bark at 2 a.m. unless somebody tries to come in, break the house, some dog makes an attempt to go through the window, or maybe a cat or a wolf or whatever tries to terrorize the neighborhood. But other than that, very disciplined. She loves to be outside, and she was a farm dog, and she's used to just running about, oh my gosh, I think hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of acres, and then she's settling for just occupying the front yard and just saying, "Hi, I'm friendly, but please respect my front yard. Thank you, as I respect yours." So that type of dog. And yes, Boxer Beagle, everybody think about it. It's like, come on, guys, picture it in your minds, believe me. So
yeah, well, good. So she is Pugsley. Pugsley is not like that. Pugsley likes to bark. Pugsley will bark at pretty much anything. I mean, a plastic bag, a car driving by, a kid down the street on his bicycle. So I created this series called Neighborhood Watch during a hiatus in my acting career, actually. And so I kind of joined him in what he was doing as his partner and created these 2 characters where we're kind of like law officers, and we're like catching people walking on the street and just really ridiculous things. And it's spun off into this I can't even imagine. I can't believe how much it's blown up. But it's spiraled into all these other subcategories and different characters, and it's been a lot of fun.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was going to say he's an amazing co-star, and sometimes you wouldn't believe that it's all improv because he's so good.
It sounds good as well too. And how did you first acquire Pugsley?
So Pugsley is from a rescue. I'm a pretty big avid adopt don't shop type of person. Just really think there's a lot of dogs out there, a lot of homeless animals, and who need good homes. So both our dogs are from our rescues, and he found his way to us after our first Pitbull died from lymphoma when he was only 4 years old.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
Thank you. Yeah, Pugsley is he's my healer dog, as I call him.
Oh, wow. Interesting. Healer dogs. And we'll talk about, exposing the abhorrent myths of about pit bulls as well, too. Before we talk about that, you also had a spinoff as well, too, with Wild Earth. And you were talking about life-changing health improvements of dogs from plant-based nutrition. And tell us about that.
Yeah. Okay. So the Wild Earth is a documentary about a new plant-based dog food called Wild Earth. So it's actually not a spin-off from Neighborhood Watch, but it's its own documentary that I got to be a part of. So when I was asked, and I realized that this food is plant-based, I kind of fell out of my chair because, I don't know, it just kind of goes against everything you think you know about dog food. There's no way I'm giving my dog, plant-based food. However, this company selected me because both of our dogs have had horrible health issues their whole lives. And allergy, like really bad skin allergies and breaking out into rashes and tearing their skin open. They're so uncomfortable and just a lot of digestive problems. So, of course, after having tried literally everything over the past couple of years, I said, all right, let's do it. And I'm telling you, Mike, like all of their issues are gone. Completely gone. And yeah, it's been about 5 months now. Their issues came back for a couple of days when I ran out of Wild Earth food and had to give them their old food back. So like, what does that tell you? Yeah.
And what are some of the issues they were having?
Well, like I was saying, just like both of them had these crazy allergies that would come out of nowhere, and we thought it was from our backyard, like maybe they were running into a plant or something they were allergic to, but it was pretty much year round, both of them. And just, having tried literally everything we could, there was just no solution for it. And then my other dog, Wednesday, she just has really bad tummy troubles, just like her whole life, really just not pleasant issues. So yeah, this food, it's pretty crazy that I'm now an advocate for plant-based dog food, because you'd never hear that come out of my mouth 6 months ago, but I am. It's really changed their lives and healed them from the inside out. So
and how's a plant-based nutrition dog food differ from the other dog food that's out there?
There's no animal meat in it, so it's literally, it's vegan dog food. But the scientists who created this food, they're just incredible. I can't really go too much into the science of it because I'm not super educated on it, but they created this power protein that gets them, make sure they get all the nutrients they need. It's pretty miraculous. I highly suggest anyone whose dogs has these issues, give it a try.
And where can we find Wild Earth at?
It's online. I think you can only order it online right now, but it's just wildearth.com. They were on Shark Tank, and Mark Cuban backed them and invested in their company. So, to me, that tells you a lot, because I think he's a pretty smart guy. So,
wow, that's amazing. And Pugsy, what do you think?
That was not me.
What do you think? What do you think, Pugsley?
Good boy, Pug.
Well, I'm sure he'll give an answers later on as well, too. We'll talk about some of the myths about Pitbulls with Dianne Scott. But first of all, you listen to The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, time to give an official shout-out to our official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international war-ring author Mia Molson-Zia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, you love Missing by Mia Molson-Zia, available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. Takes place in 4 countries, 2 strangers, and 1 target, where truth is an illusion and those you love be the first to go missing. It's available on paperback and ebook on Amazon. Missing by Mia Molson-Zia has garnered great reviews and even loved and endorsed by Hollywood celebrities, including Joanna Cassidy, Forbes Riley, and many others. So grab your copy today before it goes missing by Mia Molson-Zia, available on Amazon. Also, The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on themikewagnershow.com. You can check our Facebook page at facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, Audible, and Apple. Coming soon to Podbean, Buzzsprout, Pandora, and TuneIn. Heard worldwide on Geo 7, Radio Public, Himalaya, and more. Take The Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to The Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. And follow The Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. And don't forget to support The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com. You can also support us on Anchor FM as well as PayPal. And for great gift ideas, go to amazon.com/The Mike Wagner Show. And for more great gift ideas, including great books by me and Molson-Zia, go to amazon.com/me and Molson-Zia and order today. We're here with the wonderfully talented TV film actress, model, author, and renowned Pitbull advocate and loving stepmom, Dianne Scott, here on the Mike Wagner Show. And Dianne, you have a passion for Pitbulls, and talk about some of the myths and also talk about some of the facts about Pitbulls, which basically, when people think of pit bulls, they have to think of like, a mean persona, attack and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But then you also have the myths you pretty much dispel. So you can just talk about the pit bulls and maybe you just dispel some of the myths that's out there.
Yeah, absolutely. So about 9 years ago, my husband and I wanted to adopt a dog, and he found a picture of a really beautiful dog at a shelter nearby. When he showed me the picture, I saw, excuse me, that it was a pit bull mix, and I told my husband, wait a minute, aren't these dogs really, really like dangerous and they can't be trusted? And I was one of those people who believed all this at that point, and my husband was very sweet, and he said, no, those are myths. So we took a chance on this dog, and I completely fell in love with him. I mean, one of the myths that people have out there is that pit bulls can and will snap on you anytime or turn on you, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That's absolutely not true. I've had pit bulls for 9 years now, total, three of them total during those 9 years. Not once have I ever felt unsafe or like something was going to shift and I was going to get bitten. So the really just kind of debunking that one is that if a dog, and this goes for any breed, if a dog is neurologically and physically healthy and well, there's no reason he will never just snap on you. That's just not true.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a big one. And then a lot of people think that pit bulls are not good family dogs. And this, again, is absolutely not true. In fact, pit bulls are some of the biggest babies I know. They believe they're lap dogs. And I mean, Pugsley's here with me right now during this interview in my room, taking a nap on my bed because he can't be without me. I mean, he gets upset. Like, they're extremely loyal. They're extremely loving. And of course, just like with any dog, it's how you treat them. It's how you raise them. And if you are treating them with respect and kindness and, giving them what they need, that's how they're gonna be a reflection of you in that. Wow.
Interesting.
Yeah. And this is all from experience, especially having been a person, like a lot of people are, who believed, pit bulls are dangerous and they're just these, mean dogs that you use for, guarding the house or whatever. It's not, I mean, they're very strong. And, of course, this is why a lot of pit bulls, sadly, and I hate, are used for dog fighting, which is just the worst, most disgusting thing to me.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're so strong. And if you train them to be, beasts and you treat them like that, well, yeah, you're going to get that.
Uh-huh.
But they're not born. They're not born like that. That's not, it's not in their blood to be, they're going to be born and then they're going to be these monsters. So, yeah, I think those are kind of the top ones. And then there's another one about a pit bull's bite, that they have lockjaw. Have you ever heard that?
I've heard lockjaw, yes.
Yeah, that's a pretty common one, and it's absolutely ridiculous and not true. In fact, there's no breed of dog that has a jaw mechanism that locks and can't unlock. Like, it just doesn't exist. So I think maybe that came from, pit bulls are very strong, and if they bite down, they're gonna have a strong bite. But there's no jaw mechanism that makes them, unable to release, and you're just gonna die. So.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I think they get a bad rap. Unfortunately, they're really just these targets for dog fighting. In fact, by the way, that I don't know if you know this, but dog fighting is alive and well in this country.
Mm-hmm.
Like more than most people probably realize or want to acknowledge, and it's just sickening. So, and these pit bulls, people find pit bulls on Craigslist or wherever they can, and people just selling their puppies for profit, and these poor dogs, just get stuck in this life of hell, literally. So, yeah, so it's my job. I'm here, to be a voice for them, and I'll never shut up because I know the truth now, and yeah.
Mm-hmm. And of course too about the pit bulls as well too. And how much training does it go into training a pit bull to be a normal dog, a regular dog like Pugsley? And what degree of difficulty is it to train a pit bull? Like say from easy to difficult, you can give a number or whatever. And how much training is involved, and what's the degree of difficulty of training a pit bull?
That is a really excellent question. I'm so glad you said that because So pit bulls, just like any breed, and I keep comparing them to other dogs because they really are just like every other breed as far as these kind of basic things go. So each dog is different. So for example, Pugsley right here, who's my big baby, also happens to be a bit of a butthead when it comes to certain things, which I am very public about, and I share my struggles because it's extremely common. So when he went through puberty, he started showing signs of like not liking other dogs, apart from our other dog who he loves. They're inseparable, a Tale of Two Pitties. And I didn't know what I was doing at the time, so I just like stopped taking him out for walks. This was like 5-6 years ago. And then finally my best friend said, you just need to train him, take him to a trainer and, get over this. You can't hide in your house forever. So he was difficult, but we bonded more than we ever possibly could have through those training sessions, which was among other owners and their dogs. And now, he still has his personality and doesn't like other dogs sometimes, but like I can manage him. And I think it's extremely important and responsible for every dog owner to train their dog, no matter the size, no matter the temperament. There's just so much more control that way, and we can get to know our dogs too,
And of course, too, that's also another myth that can also be dispelled as well, too. Everyone assumes that pit bulls are very difficult to train, but you're right. They are pretty much, just as trainable like every other dog.
Yeah, and you know what? And you're absolutely right. There's no dog that's untrainable. However, you might, like you and me and like normal people, may not be able to train a super difficult dog, like worse than Pugsley, I'm saying. And that's when there's so many resources for these dogs. There's places there's professional trainers who specialize in big, difficult dogs. There's all sorts of programs. I mean, and unfortunately, a lot of people don't know this, or they're just, kind of ignorant of it, like I was before. And these dogs end up back in a shelter or something. And the more difficult dogs tend to end up with a bad, either they get put down or they just never get out of there. But our other dog, Wednesday, she's a pit bull mix too, and she's easy breezy. I mean, so it has nothing to do with breed. It just has to do with, personality, temperament, how they're treated.
Oh, wow. So is Wednesday going to be with you as well too, or is she out with your other family members?
She is so she and my husband are pretty inseparable, and Pugsley and I are inseparable. So my husband's a mechanic, and he loves it so much. It's one of the things he does. He's always tinkering and working on something in the garage and working on cars. So she sits in the yard with him, and so she's probably outside with him.
Oh, that's amazing too. And next time we have you on Zoom, let's get the whole dogs in there, the family and everything. And we'll talk more about that. And we'll also talk about your book series, A Tale of Two Pitties, in just 1 minute. You listen to The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Also brought to you by our official sponsor of The Mike Wagner Show, international war-wearing author Mia Mosensia of Missing. It's available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. We'll be back with actress and author Dianne Scott of A Tale of Two Pitties after this timeout.
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention The Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Hey everybody, my name is Forbes Riley, and I'm an American actress and a TV host. And I was delighted when I got my copy of Missing, which is Extraordinary Relation of Ordinary People based on a real life relationship. It's well written. It's amazing. It talks about a man who has lost his wife and his daughter, and it's very well done. I'm going to highly recommend that you go get your copy of Missing. It is a powerful, exciting read. Mr. Mian Moshazia. He is the author of Missing. And I want to give a big shout out and a kiss all the way halfway around the world to my dear friend. Check him out at Mia's website. It's called www.miamoshenzea.com. Missing, available on Amazon. Again, I'm Forbes Riley, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, it's Mike from The Mike Wagner Show. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on over 30 podcast platforms, including Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Anchor FM, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, Audible, Apple, and more. Coming soon to Podbean, Buzzsprout, Pandora, and TuneIn, where The Mike Wagner Show interviews great guests, cool conversation, lots of laughs, coffee, and more. Take The Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to The Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel, and follow The Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today.
Hey, this is Ray Powers. And if there's one thing you can count on in these unpredictable times, it's that you're in good hands getting some great radio, courtesy of The Mike Wagner Show.
We're back with TV, film actress, model, author, renowned Pitbull advocate, and loving stepmom Dianne Scott here on the Mike Wagner Show, and she appeared on the hit sci-fi show Face Off. Also, you also saw her on Fox's TV series Bones, and she was in the award-winning movie Superbois and Speaks Out and exposed the abhorrent myths about Pitbulls, and also created a web series Neighborhood Watch and the spinoff of WildEarth. And let's talk about your book series, A Tale of Two Pitties, which has really gotten some momentum. And tell us more about it, Tale of Two Pitties.
Absolutely. This is a children's book series. It's a 5-part children's book series. It's available on Amazon. And I started writing these stories about my pets back when Hurley, my first pit bull, was alive. And I find myself extremely fascinated by the relationships between animals. We have 4 cats and 2 dogs.
Wow.
So yeah, we just kept adding over the years. And so when a new guy would come in, just being able to, my husband and I trained each of our pit bulls to not only get along with the cats and coexist, but one of them, he was a kitten when he arrived, and he and Hurley they formed this bromance that was just incredible. I mean, like Chewy, they slept together, they cuddled all day. I mean, it was just ridiculous. It was like a cartoon.
When Hurley met Chewy, that is a really good book.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that was cute. And I tell these stories from the perspective of the dogs, and I wrote these just to really to inspire people to adopt animals and not look at shelter animals or rescue animals as, recycled or damaged or anything like that. Hurley, actually, we adopted him. His owner had taken him back to the shelter after a year and the reason was that Hurley had too much energy. That was it. And I think another thing that I really want to speak up about, in my career as a Pitbull advocate is know what you're getting into before you choose to bring an animal home. Everyone has just the same personality, and he's going to be just like your old dog who didn't do anything and sat on the couch all day.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, anyway, I could talk forever about this. Can you tell? So I wrote these stories about each of my animals just to, help children really have empathy for animals. And, they're not things that we own. We get to be in their lives, and we get to experience a short amount of time with them. And so just to kind of inspire empathy, inspire adoption, and just help children have kind of a different look at animals when they're young.
And what are some of the other books as well, too, and maybe some lessons learned in this series?
Yeah, I was just going to say, so when Hurley died, that was obviously horrible. He was 4 years old. He had got lymphoma and was gone within a few months, regardless of what we tried for him. It was horrifying. I mean, he was 4 years old. But I really wanted to honor him, and he impacted so many people literally around the world because of his videos and his content. He used to dive into the deep end of our pool and fetch, and I would film him underwater. And it was incredible. And then, his relationship with our cat, that they were on the Ellen show. I mean, they were all over the place. So I wrote a book called Hurley Goes to Heaven. And that book was specifically to help children process, losing a beloved pet, and maybe kind of look at it a little bit differently, and then feel a little peace, feel obviously grieve and feel it, but then feel some peace, and then hopefully inspire them to adopt again. Because I think a lot of people, get scared of adopting again. You know, they feel either guilty or like they can never love another animal the same as they did the one they lost. And I think it's our job as animal lovers to never stop rescuing, adopting, and bringing them into our homes.
Mm-hmm. And, of course, you have such heart and passion as well, too, and willing to learn about animals. You also have a couple as well, too, like the Heart Nose Healer and also Pugsley Goes to School. And tell us about those two books. Yeah.
Pugsley Goes to School. So Pugsley Goes to School is my most recent one. And the Heart Nose Healer was the story of Pugsley because he has a black heart on his nose. And we adopted him after Hurley died. I mean, our house just felt a house full of that many animals. You would think that, you know, it wouldn't feel as void as it did and empty, and it did. So we rescued Pugsley soon afterwards, and he really helped put my heart back together. And I think that's why. I think that's another reason why we're so bonded. So, and then Pugsley Goes to School is all about me taking his butt to school to learn how to be a good boy. And that book is just really encouraging people to train your dog, because, you know, if I had kind of started with him a lot earlier, I would have known how to handle him, and things may have not gotten to where they were, where he just wasn't socialized enough, and I didn't know what I was doing. So,
and Pugsley, what do you got to say about that?
It's a great book. You should buy it.
Pugsley, what else you got to say?
Again, he's looking at. I'm ruining his nap right now. He is so over me right now. But what else is new?
Okay. Well, I don't want to interrupt this nut further, but anyway, where can we find A Tale of Two Pitties at, and also your other works? Where can we find those?
So, yeah, you can find all of the, if you type in A Tale of Two Pitties on Amazon, all 5 books will come up. I've got a website, www.ataleoftwopitties.com, and Instagram is where I mainly hang out. That is A Tale of Two Pitties, and 2, the letter 2, not spelled out. So those are kind of my main places where you can find me and keep up with the weird crap that I do, because I do a lot of weird, funny stuff, and I just do it just to make people laugh and make people's days better and get people through this quarantine, because it's rough.
Mm-hmm.
It's rough.
That's right. What? How do you feel about Pugsley? Rough. That's right.
Rough. Oh, and Pugsley's Instagram, obviously, at the Neighborhood Watch show, and that is on Instagram as well. And that's literally just all of my episodes of me and Pugsley just being ridiculous, looking out the window. I mean, you'll see.
Okay.
You'll see, and you'll just, it's ridiculous.
And what do you broadcast your show from Pugsley? Roof. Roof. Okay. And we're very looking forward to as well, too, with you and Pugsley, Dianne. We're here with TV, film actress, model, author, renowned Pitbull advocate, loving stepmom, Dianne Scott, along with her her co-guest, Pugsley, here on the Mike Wagner Show. Guys, very big thank you for your time. And you guys are absolutely amazing. Let's bring all your friends, including your 4 cats and the whole family. And we'll do a big Zoom thing next time we talk as well, too, just keep us up to date. And just a few more things as well. Dianne, along Pugsley, and what can we expect from you guys in 2021 and beyond?
Actually, our family is moving to Austin, Texas.
Oh, wow. Amazing.
Yeah, I can't even believe that, because I've lived in California my entire life. But my parents, my sister, my brother, my cousin, and their families all kind of migrated out to Austin years ago. And it's time to go out. It's just time, and Austin has a pretty booming entertainment industry and lots more room and space. As much as I love California, so we're headed out there, and it's pretty exciting. It's gonna be a different and a fresh start.
So. And how do you feel about Pugsley? And of course, he is always willing to make new friends. That's a good thing.
Yeah, and he's gonna have a yard. I mean, California yards are ridiculous, so his yard is gonna be a kingdom, and that's what he deserves.
Oh, Oh, yes. And he's looking forward to it. And who do you consider biggest influence in your career, Dianne?
Oh, man. Okay. For, this is going to sound maybe a little cheesy, but I got to say it. Me. Simply because, you know what, let me rephrase that. I find my future self is my biggest influence. And, that's a hard question to ask or to answer if it were to be someone else, because, I want it to be me. I want to be the one that is kicking my own butt and inspiring myself and being better than I was in the past. I can literally look forward and see all these things that I'm going to do and that I want to do. And so she up there, she's the one who inspires me and really makes me want to do the work. Yeah.
And Pugsley, what do you guys say about that?
Good job, buddy.
And what's the best advice you can give to anybody at this point, Dianne?
Sorry, what'd you say? I lost you.
I'm sorry. Pugsley might have been begging for attention, so he might want something. Hold on, Pugsley. Hold on. We'll get you in just a minute. What's the best advice you can give to anybody at this point, Dianne?
Just kind of general advice.
Yes.
Yeah. So if you really believe that you're meant to do something, and you have this like fire and passion and need in your heart, and and sometimes even if it goes away for a little bit, but then it comes back, and then it never really truly goes away ever. You're supposed to be doing that thing, and even if it's really scary. In fact, the scarier the better. I think the scarier the goal is, the more you're supposed to be doing it. So
really,
don't give up. Yeah, absolutely. And the worst thing you can do is become complacent and stay in your comfort zone. And think of your future self. You're not going to get to be that person if you stay in your comfort zone and don't do the things that scare the crap out of you. So.
That's very interesting, because I've had some people say that the more scared about you're doing something, the more successful you're going to be at. And I found that very interesting.
Yeah, I agree 100%. Because if it were easy and it were like, oh, whatever, then the reward isn't going to be that big. I mean,
right.
Usually.
And
but if it kind of... Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I forgot what I was going to say. I forgot what I was going to say anyway.
Oh, that's okay. I was going to say, Pugsley, can you help me out here, please?
Pugsley, what do you think about this? See, he's brilliant. He really has the best things to say. I'm so proud of you.
Yes, he's an amazing superstar. I gotta say that he makes things happen, and he thanks you for it too. And of course, a big thank you. And Dianne Scott, TV film actress, model, author, renowned Pitbull advocate, and loving stepmom on the Mike Wagner Show. Dianne, a very big thank you for your time. You've been absolutely fantastic, and Pugsley, you've been great. Looking both of you forward to have you both back on soon. Let's add more guys, keep us up to date. And once again, tell us about your upcoming projects, what's your website, how do people contact you, where can people purchase or check out your books?
Yeah, thank you so much, Mike, for having us. This has been really fun. So if you want to keep up with what I'm doing, Instagram is the best way. It's at A Tale of Two Pitties, and it's two like the letter. And then we got my books, my Tale of Two Pitties children's book series, and that is those are available on Amazon. And if you type in A Tale of Two Pitties, you'll find all 5. And diannescott.com is another website where you can keep up with my acting and modeling endeavors. And yeah, I think those are the main ones.
That is amazing. Once again, Dianne, a very big thank you for your time, along with Pugsley. We have Dianne Scott and Mike Wagner Show. A very big thank you for your time, both. You guys have been absolutely amazing. Looking forward to have you guys on soon. Do us a favor, keep us up to date. Love you back on in 2021 and beyond. And don't forget to keep in touch, keep us up to date. You guys have been absolutely fantastic. And Pugsley, good boy, good boy. You did a great job.
Oh, good boy. Oh, thank you, Mike. Oh. Thank you, Mike. You've been amazing.
Hey everybody, my name is Forbes Riley, and I'm an American actress and a TV host, and I was delighted when I got my copy of Missing, which is Extraordinary Relation of Ordinary People based on a real-life relationship. It's well written. It's amazing. It talks about a man who has lost his wife and his daughter, and it's very well done. I'm going to highly recommend that you go get your copy of Missing. It is a powerful, exciting read. Mr. Mian Moshe Zia. He is the author of Missing. And I want to give a big shout out and a kiss all the way halfway around the world to my dear friend. Check him out at Mia's website. It's called www.miamotionsea.com. Missing, available on Amazon. Again, I'm Forbes Riley, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Sonic Web Studios specializes in custom web design, app development, social networking, search engine optimization, domain registration, email marketing, online stores, and more. Since our birth, we have been designing and developing immaculate websites and providing web solutions which are a cut above the rest. As a leading web designing enterprise, we have a team of extremely talented web designers who are well-focused and have the experience of working on multiple web developing platforms such as PHP, Magento, Custom WordPress, and more. Sonic Web Studios has been helping businesses of all kinds, whether big, small, established, or startup, impress their audiences with exemplary web solutions. We don't just create beautiful and functional websites. We give you a complete online solution with the main goal of enhancing your yearly revenues. We aim to give your business the online exposure and brand acknowledgement that will help you in achieving increased conversions leading to profitable sales. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention the Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Thanks for listening to the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes, YouTube, Anchor FM, Radio Public, and themikewagnershow.com. Please support our program with your donations at themikewagnershow.com. Join us again next time for another great episode of The Mike Wagner Show.